Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Tuesday morning. I am recording this in the morning, so don't worry, you'll see it in the afternoon, but it all makes sense. Just want to say, if, whatever the day leads and whatever the day has in store for you, make sure you enjoy it to the fullest. And if you're going to have one of those days where things aren't going right, just remember, it's 1 day out of 7 this week. Don't let one day ruin the rest of the week, all right? You got this. We're talking about the boys out on loan, and we got some good stuff. We got some interesting reports around Leeds and wanting to keep Joe Rodon permanently as well. So we talk about that inside of where I talk about Joe Rodon. I want to talk about the situation down at Plymouth and also really hype up Japhet Tanganga, and you'll see why in just a second. I just want to say though, if you are new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. And I want to jump in and I want to start with Mr. Joe Rodon out at Leeds United. Now, I have talked about Joe Rodon in quite glowing terms, really, for the last few months, to be honest. He's had a fantastic loan spell at Leeds United. It's probably, I would say, it's been our best loan spell or loanee or loaned out player, however you want to call it. They're now second in the league. So for a while, it was always Leicester at the top, Ipswich in second, and then Leeds in third. Well, a few weeks back, Leeds obviously beat Leicester at home, coming from 1-0 down as well, in a massive game. And since then, they've just taken off in such a way that they're now sitting in second position. If Leeds get promoted, there's obviously more money to spend for themselves, right? You get more money for going up than you do staying down in the Championship. Now, you might go through the playoffs and you might go up through there. Okay. But obviously, you'd rather finish second than finish third and have to fight through the playoffs. So in that case, they'll have money to spend on Joe Rodon. But let's talk about the game first and foremost. A 2-0 away win Friday night at Sheffield Wednesday. Really good win. Really good win. It's not an easy place, Sheffield Wednesday. But yeah, 2-0 win. Played a full 90 minutes. He was one of the star men. Obviously you had Wilfred Gnonto and Bamford, who were the two goal scorers in the game. Meslier apparently made some good saves and was quite good distribution-wise. But Joe was the guy again. He is the guy again. So when this article came out from Team Talk and James Marshman, he said that Joe Rodon's impact at Leeds United has been significant amid the growing clamour for his services. Team Talk has been told there is a strong chance that Everton will make his loan permanent regardless of what division Leeds are in next season. Look, like I said, if they come up, they've got more money to spend. If they don't come up, they've got less. I think we should be aiming for about 15 million. Genuinely. Regardless if they stay up or not. Because I say, if a mid-table team comes in for him and Leeds are still in the Championship, he's probably going to go to the mid-table Premier League teams. That's where you want to be. You want to play Premier League football. He's good enough to play Premier League football as well. More than good enough. And for 15 million, that's not a lot in today's market. That, a few years ago, is probably about 5 million. So I think we cash in for the 15 million. We take that money into the summer with us. We reinvest it. Because it's quite an easy deal when all things considered. You go, look, Leeds have come up. Do you want to go back? Yeah. All right, cool. Leeds will, he wants to come back. You want him back. Let's sort something out. Obviously, we want 50. We want 15 million. You try and work around that figure. Off you go. It's a really easy deal because he knows everyone there. He knows the chief executives, all that stuff. They'll know what his wage demands are really easy. They're probably going to want to pay him it anyway. Off you go. So there's that on Joe Rodon. I want to talk about Japhet Tanganga. And I want to talk about Millwall because Millwall have climbed. When I first started talking about Japhet Tanganga and Millwall, they were like, they weren't far off, maybe having a good run towards the playoffs. Then they slipped and they were just a place above the relegation zone. Neil Harris has come in. They're now up to 16th. That division, by the way, if you haven't seen the Championship League table, please go have a look at it from about 15, 16 downwards. It is mental. It's like 3 points separating everyone, other than Rotherham. No offense, Rotherham. You're down. Yeah, it's just a tough one. But Japhet's had a fantastic loan spell. And guess what? He scored a 90th minute winner to win 1-0 at home to Birmingham City, which is a big 6-pointer because Birmingham City are basically where Millwall were before they sacked their manager. That's how I mean. It's all in there. A fantastic result for them. Japhet Tanganga scoring the winner. He's having a good loan spell. Millwall quite like him. He's sort of regaining that reputation of being a promising English defender. I think he goes in the summer. I think you get about 10 million for him. That's all FFP bonus, by the way. Always nice to have. I know we don't have any issues, but it's always nice to have that. Add that to the pot. Boom. 25 million for those two into the summer pot. Maybe you go and get yourself a new left back with that sort of money. You never know. So yeah, really happy for Japhet. Really, really happy. He seems like a really nice guy, to be honest. So happy for him. Moving over to another struggling Championship side, Plymouth Argyle. And obviously we've got two guys out there. We've got Alfie Devine, we've got Ashley Phillips. It was 1-1 draw away to Blackburn. And I also want to talk about their game previous as well. You'll see in just a second. Because that was a 1-0 loss away to Sheffield Wednesday. See what I mean? Leeds 1-2-0. Plymouth struggled there. But yeah, Ashley Phillips played 84 minutes in a 1-1 draw away to his former club, Blackburn Rovers. So yeah, had a really good showing. Alfie Devine came off the bench for 18 minutes. Looked creative, looked dangerous, looked like a guy that should have been starting from the start, but there's that. The reason why I want to talk about this is, look, they're sitting in 17th position. They're placed literally below Millwall. And they were a team that was sitting, not mid-table, but maybe just shy of mid-table, having a really great season, obviously coming up from League One last season. And if you don't know who Pieface is, or Jack McDermott, he's a sort of like a FIFA YouTuber. He's just a die-hard Plymouth fan. He goes home and away. I bloody love him. I think he's class. And he was talking in the Sheffield Wednesday game. I've got two screenshots for you. The first one, pros, we're not losing. Cons, worst football I've ever seen. The other one, worst appointment ever, even if we get a result. Look, right now, sitting where they're sitting 17th. They are 3 points above the relegation. So Millwall now 5 points above. Sorry, Plymouth are 3 points above. Look, you've seen some of the stats. If you haven't seen some of the stats, possession-wise, they don't ever really dominate possession at all. You'll find quite often they're somewhere between 30 and 40%. And as much as I want Ashley Phillips to develop as an out-and-out defender, to do all those things, it's always nicer if you were in a team that were on the front foot a lot more. Look at Joe Rodon and Leeds. On the front foot a lot, always got the ball, always playing. It benefits Joe Rodon. Obviously, I know he's a lot older, so he's a lot more developed anyway. But with Phillips, it's like, you're killing us. So Ian Foster's the manager, killing us. But yeah, really, really tough result. I mean, look, it's a point away from home. You can never complain about that. And Pieface did say that performance against Blackburn wasn't down to Foster. It was down to the players. They should have won. So there's that. Telling you normally really quickly, 6-2 win for Galatasaray. He played 12 minutes, which is a lot more. It's like 12 times the amount that he normally does play. Things aren't really changing in Galatasaray. They're not going to pick up his loan option. We're going to be dealing with him in the summer in terms of, do we buy him? Do we let him go for free? Do Saudi come in and sort him out for us? I don't know. Moving quick over to Jed Spence. He was a second half substitute for Genoa in their 3-2 loss at home to Monza. Played all of the second half. Look, he had a really good quote later last week. If you haven't seen it, go have a little read of it because it's fantastic. I did a video on it as well, so go back and watch that video if you don't want to find the quote, sorry. The maturity that he showed in that quote was really, really refreshing, and I think it's starting to change the narrative around Jed. I hope now the loan spell at Genoa will aid that. You've talked the talk, now the walk commences. Go out there, go play well for Genoa. I'm not expecting you to dominate Serie A, but go out there and play well, show your best, show great enthusiasm, show the maturity on the pitch, and you never know what happens in the summer. I think they'll pick up his option, but you never know. If you really impress, maybe Spurs go, any chance we can get out of this, But hey, we'll see. Matthew Craig down at Doncaster. 2-0 home win. Played the first 45 minutes. I was trying to look through publications of in and around that area, and one of them came with Matt Craig's. It was 6 out of 10. Not an eye-raising performance as in recent weeks, but still kept things ticking over nicely. It's a surprise when he didn't re-emerge for the second half. Maybe there was an injury of sorts coming into that side of things, but yeah, didn't play the second half. Bit of a shame, but you know what? These things do happen. You can't play 90 minutes every single week. I wish I could. I'm not fit enough to. So don't ask me to, because I'm not fit enough to. Give you an update, Troy Parrott was not in the Excelsior Rotterdam squad. It was probably a good thing for him because they lost 4-0 away from home. And Josh Key played in the 2-0 away loss in the FA Trophy to Bromley. And Alejo Veliz was an unused sub last night in the 2 away draw to Almeria. So yeah, bit of a roundup there, guys. Plenty of things to get into. I just want to finish on one thing, and that's Japhet Tanganga was named in the Championship Team of the Week. So that's always really, really nice. He's had a fantastic loan spell, really, all things considered. He's won them multiple points. He's kept goals out. He's having a great time. Millwall have, sort of had an uptick, which is always nice for them. I want to see Alfie Diviner play a bit more because recently he's not been playing. It's good that Phillips got back in there because he should have been playing all along. Don't know what Foster was doing there. Hopefully we start to see a bit more from like Alejo Veliz out in Sevilla. Obviously Tanguy, we'll see what happens there. Still plenty of time. Maybe Tanguy changes it and turns it all round. Maybe some injuries happen and he plays a lot more. I don't know. But all in all, I think it was a good week for our guys out on loan. Much better than last week. But anyway, guys, at the end of the video, I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section your thoughts and feelings about the boys out on loan. Your pros, your cons, your happiness, your sad, whatever it is. Obviously, talk about the Joe Rodon and Leeds speculation that they want to make his deal permanent in the summer. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, at the end of the video, I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.